they're going to be. Saw that port go out. And now the port's still going to be up and available to them. If they actually do pop up from behind, but I do not really foresee that one happening. That would kind of be a death sentence, given that port might actually go away. There goes Gibraltar ult, just putting some pressure down. Senpai does get a crack out in the distance. Off screen, by the way, Pow Pow and Madness take out, I believe that is going to be HRN, or some members of HRN. While this fight continues on. I mean, they've been at this war for what seems like ever. I mean, it feels like I'm watching a Titanfall game here at this point with the way things are. There's been a full-on battle the entire time. No one really giving any quarter.
I mean, this is an age-old battle, as old as World's Edge itself. You know just how difficult, whether you've been watching or playing, you know just how difficult this move is through the tunnel. You know that teams are going to hold along these pills. They're going to have a lot of ways to kind of defense up, and they're going to gatekeep as long as they can because they know just how limited your options are. As we said, train tunnel at this stage of the game going to be your only option.
They'll have to get on out of there if they want to. Beans is going to go in. He actually has the Mastiff lined up, does a sizable amount of damage, but will go down. Where's his teammates, though? Murddog from the flank does get a crack there onto the armor. Will manage to not get anyone down, though. And here goes Wreck and Shoot. Oh, and he manages to actually get it instead. And he will keep Max Dog in this battle, at least for the time being. But they are beaten up, Rob. They use so many resources in that fight.
I mean, yeah, Rakinishu stepping up. Like you said, this is a daunting battle. It's awesome for us to kick back, relax, and watch those tunnel battles, but my God, is that ever a stressful fight. As I said, whether you watch or play, you know exactly how difficult that push is. In the end, they're able to make that. They're going to get each other up. But as we said, we're now all the way back over to the Harvester side, and we're still going to see NRG holding the snake. Unsurprisingly, this is where they want to be. They're going to continue to try to get some poke and gatekeep damage if they can, as we have 13 squads left in the game as things continue to pull west a little bit closer to the Mine Pass entrance itself.
Crisis is going to take some damage, but he'll deal some damage in turn. Have to bail out again. That's Solafide that's in this fight now. One player on the outside. Pride does deal some damage there, but just like what we saw with NRG, they're just going to have to hightail it out of there to the safety. That other team, though, is not going to let them breathe and not let them get their resources, pop those shield batteries and health.
Yeah, Pride hits the queue just in time there as well. Good time, and they're able to, like you said, just reset NRG still here and making sure that they're going to try to be able to hold this. Rocker also gets out of dodge just in time as well.
Yikes, that actually could have been really bad and might give Solafide an opportunity to push in, which they do so. The bubble is going to go down, and I think they know, and they smell blood in the water. Metro now will have their bubble, and that bubble actually is going to be great because the rival bubble will go down first. Nades are going to be flying in, though. They'll be able to play around this coverage now. Tucked inside of this doorway. They managed to get one down. Metro and Pride are going to do some work there. Metro with the cleanup along with that scout. And NRG, they will go down. But all that is going on, there actually is going to be another team that jumps in here, and it's going to be Shiny, Muffins, and Protectful that will jump into the fight and third party this one as well.
You can tell just how much confusion there was there as two players for a second, not even engaging whatsoever now. And like you said,
they're like, hey, man,
Shiny,
what's up, dude?
Muffins, and Protectful need to be careful. 4 kills here for Shiny at the moment, but we actually just saw a really good flush there out of NRG as they get taken down. But like you said, a third party brings us now to just 10 squads left in the game. Looks like we have a solo on our screen. Who do we have here as a solo?
Well, it's
Mercy only.
Mercy only. Well, you know what, guys? Actually, I do have the comms. I was told by production I'm okay, so I'm going to tap this in right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. All right, here we go. All right. I got it ready.
Hey, Mercy only here. Just really trying to stay alive. Really wish you guys didn't die so early. What's the call? Yeah. I'm just going to heal myself. Oh, it feels so good. Okay. Guys, I'm just going to run out and just die. Is that okay? No? Okay, I'll hide here a little longer.
And that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got from
Are you sure? Are you sure that was their comms?
Yeah, no, I'm like 100% positive, Bravo.
Okay.
It's insane, dude. I've work from home has been amazing for me. I've managed to hack the systems. I'm basically like a Puerto Rican crypto.
I got absolutely no comment. I'm not coming near that. Aim assist up top here, though. They have to make their move a little bit further to the west as well, but Shiny, Muffins, and Protectful also having to make this move just on the edge of the Harvester doors as well. Not going to be easy. Protectful's the last one up.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Protectful it was just a matter of time. Resulta does manage to get the target and aim assist. That fight that they took inside, and look at this, Designful's going to jump right on in. 98, huge damage. Resulta in gentrifying, though. They're going to be tagged up, and Design just waited for him to come on out. That was freestyle, and he's freestyling himself over to game 4.
Yep, Free Smoke's going to go down. Keep in mind, Free Smoke, a name that if you caught the last Super Regional, they did place 10th in that ALGS Super Regional. So a team that has a pretty notable performance in terms of recent play, but they will go down to that canyon that's just outside Harvester. That's a great opportunity for them to reset, and hopefully nobody else comes across them at this time, as we're getting down into a pretty tricky part of this game as we take a look at kind of just the buildings at the edge of Hot Springs are the only interiors that are still included. You also keep in mind, if you take a look at the minimap, you also have that height on tracks. I have to imagine if someone doesn't have that height, they will shortly in terms of real estate. That's where you want to be right now on those tracks, without a doubt. You could even see Drops taking a look at it, also throwing pings still over towards Harvester. Here it is. Thank you. Huge shout out to the Observer team for taking a look at that. This is going to be Team Liquid, who does have the height on the tracks right now. This is the team that's going to be the most comfortable. They'll be able to do the most poke damage without worrying at all.
Poor Madness there will fall to the hands of Nocturnal. And that was MVP out of here. But they'll get themselves some placement points, as well as I would imagine some KP. I saw the names pop up in the feed a few times.
So here we go now with 4 squads left. Smile playing only with 2. Going to be difficult for them. They do have this interior right now, so they will be able to hold. And they just need to, with 2 players, I think they can be pretty careful here with what kind of damage and when they time this engagement. That's what they want to do. They want to get well within that top 2 if they can and just hold the exact area they have. But like we said, Team Liquid with the team that can choose what they want to do here. But look at Aim Assist absolutely getting assaulted and burning as well.
Oh, yeah, they're cooking him. Cooking them like I did for my lunch this morning. Isn't pretty at all. And they're going to be out in the open, so that is just going to really spell bad news for them there. And Liquid and Rogue are freely able to do whatever they want to do. And I think it is going to genuinely come down to both of these teams, given the positions they have. But right now, the advantage is for Team Liquid. They have that high ground. And if there's anything that Obi-Wan taught me, is that the high ground is king.
It absolutely is. Take a look at how well Rogue played that against Aim Assist. They timed that perfectly. You saw they caught them out. Taking a look at every different team we have here right now, it's going to be Team Liquid, Rogue, and Smile as your last 3 in game number 3.
Now, remember in the EMEA finals when Cooler had high ground, we all thought that it was basically a wrap at that point. So anything is possible. And as Gaskin loves to say when I cast with him, the possibilities are truly endless. Whether or not, though, it is going to end for Team Liquid. I mean, look, the odds are kind of in their favor.
Absolutely. Now, Liquid knows that they're going to have to make the move. They can be the last ones to do so there as they get ready to make that. Now, taking a look at exactly how we have everything, we actually have Smile in the more southern building. They have the less advantage. You can see them playing low tracks right here. This is going to be tough for them. They're going to have to see how they time this. It's actually Rogue right now, the team we talked about needing to bounce back on a different comp, back to the standard comp. They're actually playing here in multiple buildings. They've got separate domes here, and they actually do have circles still as well. Yeah. So right now, their game to lose. It's a very different game number 3 from Rogue. Let's see how they play this.
Yeah, and you're totally right there. I mean, I definitely jumped the gun for Team Liquid. I mean, just looking at where that circle is, they will have to take the dive eventually. No choice for them but to move. Nocturnal, he's going to bail out. The advantage that they have, though, is that they will be able to use Portal. They won't need to necessarily jump, but as soon as they need to, which they will in 5 seconds, the movement's going to begin and the fight will start. But Nocturnal is actually going to be rather banged up. We'll have to just hold this down for a moment, because he took a sizable amount of damage, Knock.
But I think he's going to tell his team, he's going to tell them TP is safe, so they are going to come through right here. It's actually going to give enough time for them to also get that bat off and even a syringe as well. So now they're just going to try to hold this crate. This is all they've got, as they're just going to try to make sure they stay alive here and are not the first ones to drop.
Yeah, the problem here is without the Gibraltar, they won't have that bubble, so they'll need to rely on this natural cover that is present, this hard cover that no one can break through. Smile, they will have a little bit of an angle, but it is going to be Rogue that are sitting nicely inside of that building with a whole heap load of fences to protect them. Same thing for Smile here. Eventually, these players, they are going to have to move. They are going to have to engage. Sweets putting down some shots. Sweets is actually going to be a little bit banged up. Will need to back out of this one into safe haven and pop that shield battery. Lots of time remaining before this collapse begins.
Love that TP they have as well. They don't have to use those doorways, right? If they want to do any little bit of poking, or even if they wanted to grab any loot that they did see there, they're able to use that TP, but just making sure that they're healed up and ready for this last engagement. Right now, they also have height. This is big. They kind of have a little bit of low ground angles. They're also able to climb up if they need to. This is Rogue's game to lose now.
It really is. It truly is. And Smile now, they're inside of that building with no room to work with. They will have to push out. Team Liquid, Casper, he's down. Flanker and Nocturnal, they're not going to have a lot of the shield category as well. A lot of fences to give them some protection. But instead, it's going to be Rogue. It's Sweet Dreams who does put to sleep one player. Doesn't get the cleanup quite yet. But they have this angle. I mean, just look at this. Snipe down, laying fire down, and gets the shot on Casper, sending him packing. Some more shots with that scout. He is ever so accurate with that. Smile inside of this building. I mean, Bravo, look how much room they have. As soon as they come out, they're just going to be laid out with shots if they're not careful.
Well, they're going to be thanking their lucky stars that they have just that little bit that they do. And also Rogue on the other side is hoping that we're going to see Smile push even more advantages on Liquid, as you just saw. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that. That's what Rogue is certainly hoping for, is they're going to get even more damage as they right away light up the player on height. That was going to be Flanker as well. Drop taking down Smile. Rogue should take this.
They're going right in for it. Drop is going to be a little weak there. Snipe down's waiting on the outside. So many fences are going to be out and about here. Drop goes down, but Snipe down has the angle, pushes on in, and Rogue, after some struggle in the first games, will come out as your Game 3 champion.
And look at that. It's a change of comp. It's a change of spirit, and also a change of our end circle. And Rogue's able to bring it back. Like we said, they were really mid-pack there with 11 points after our first 2 games. And you know, it's not surprising to see that Rogue succeeding there. It's a huge shift across the board, and they also got, let's not kid ourselves, with that Mirage drop, they also got the circle. I'm curious how much KP they got in the end, but they played that textbook. They probably are pretty thankful that once Snipe Down got that poke damage with the scout, that Smile was able to start harassing as well. It really was a perfect series of events as we take a look at some highlights from our 3rd game.
And NRG, they were one with the snake. They lived in the snake. This was their home for so long. And this was also a shocker for TSM, because again, not having the game that they want. I mean, sure.